Projections, it's a funny craft to know because you're dealing with light. It's just a light source and you're applying that light source to a surface. Yeah, somehow you're kind of adding a little bit of a soul to a building. It's weird. It's, you know, you're highlighting it and sort of enhancing its form to begin with really quite beautiful lighting.
New Year's Eve is about marking the end of something and the beginning of something new. So what we've sought to do is to create a sense of positivity, dynamism, a sense of humour. We want to put on a show.
The pylons for the harbour bridge, they are what they are. They're very iconic, very distinctive. We don't want to over-manipulate them to a point where they lose their soul and their presence. The beautiful thing about projection mapping is that you kind of work with the structure and you work with what it is and you start with kind of enhancing it. And then you start to manipulate it a little bit and kind of create magical moments that people aren't necessarily expecting, but always sort of paying homage to the structure itself.
Yeah, so see all this geometry is more extruded than it would be in real life,
yeah.
just so that as this
like
paint
extra spill over.
Yeah, so that they'll like bump and hit that and then do more interesting things as they come over the edges.
Yeah.
Within the studio, you know, we'd always have a lead creative, and in this case it's Jason French, and he would look at the evening and work out, you know, how we want this to evolve over the course of the night.
The main stages for something like this, the breakdown might be, like for example, calling country, design process and storyboarding. We'll work out each of the key scenes, and then we would work with the track, the composed track, and cut an animatics, and you start to stitch the scenes together in a sequence. And then further down from that, you start to do basic blocking animation for each of the scenes to work out the timing of those. And then that's a guide, and that starts to go into 3D, where each of the scenes are then broken down and refined further in full colour.
We'll do what we call pre-visualisation, and it's so important because, you know, with a structure like that, you're looking at it at all different angles. You know, most of the time you're not looking at it flat on. You know, you're underneath it, looking up, and it always has a different feel because it's form, it's architectural form. It's not a cinema where we're all sitting in rows. So when it's bright and it's mapped properly to something, it really kind of commands attention.
I hope people feel happy and surprised and impressed. You know, I hope they see something beautiful.
The audience are the true judge. If we get an emotional reaction from them, it's everything. You know, we've done our job.